Welcome to Free My Reviews. This is Chris Johnson with a review of Bloodshot. So, Bloodshot stars Vin Diesel as a deceased soldier who is brought back to life with the powers of nano blood, which give him super strength but also heal any wound that he gets. So, with this ability, he decides to go after the men who killed his wife, or so he thinks. So basically, if you saw the trailer to this movie, you saw the movie. Um, what startles me is ever since the trailer that, and in fact, a lot of people haven't mentioned this. The irony of it too is that it's basically a dumbed down superhero version of Memento, with a guy with no short term memory, basically being taken advantage of and given a story and given the driven drive of his wife's death to make him kill whoever they want him to kill. That's what was the big huge twist of Memento, right? And that's the gist of this movie. You know, uh, I'm just gonna start right out the back. The script is weak. There's no originality. This doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's very predictable. Certain little twists that they come up with, I figured out immediately from the first couple of minutes. Um, the action is dreadfully shot and edited. Like there's potential here, but I really don't like. Every time it goes to, it's one of those movies that every time they go to hand to hand combat, they start doing close ups of the hands, so you can't really see what Vin Diesel's doing to these people. You know, mix that in with the darker lighting in certain scenes, and it's just a mess. So in terms of the action scenes, so the script being dumb, the action scenes are just really unbearable to watch. They always reminded you of Resident Evil, the last chapter. Um, the acting is pretty bad. Guy Pearce is a great actor, but he's given nothing to do. And he's the ironic factor because he was the lead actor in Memento. So he did a movie where this was happening to him, and now he's doing a movie where he's doing it to somebody else. Um, Vin, Vin needs a character with that fitting, gritty intensity because he's not as naturally. If you really look at it, he's not as naturally charismatic as The Rock. And this is a role that needed somebody naturally charismatic, like The Rock and like Arnold, for this type of movie. And Vin is just a different beast. Vin sleptwalked through this. Let's be honest. There are some moments that really needed more from him. And, he just comes off as, Dom Toretto if Dom Toretto was on Xanax. They killed my wife. I'm like, okay, yeah, but I'm not feeling it. When you think about like somebody say, "Oh, The Rock hasn't done anything intense like oh, revenge driven where he gets to push himself." A lot of people like to say that about The Rock, but it's like, yeah, you conveniently forget like Pain and Gain or Snitch or Faster. You've ever seen Faster? He comes off really intense and really like, damn, I don't want to be in the same room with that guy. And I feel like Vin's character in this movie needed that, and he needed more Riddick. He needed to be more Riddick-esque. And like I said, instead of being more Riddick-esque, he was more Dom Toretto sleepwalking. And that was disappointing. And I like Vin, but I just got to be completely honest with that. Also, it has one of the more cartoony, annoying villain characters I've ever seen, who's just an asshole just to be an asshole, and it was weird. Like, the execution of it was bad. I'm like, what is he doing that for again? Just because? It's just because the villain needs somebody to hate? I mean, the movie needs somebody to hate? What? This is stupid. There are certain comic relief moments and comic relief characters that for me don't work, even if the actor is usually good. And honestly, the last 20 minutes has some of the worst CGI you'll ever see. Like, I think Chris Duckman mentioned it was like early 2000 CGI with early 2000 CGI characters that don't look right. And yeah, this is definitely that's definitely what happened here. The special effects at the end of this movie are trash. So if the script is hokey and unoriginal and goofy, and if the action's not all that, and the special effects is bad, what the hell else can I say about this movie other than don't watch it? But who knows, with everything getting pushed back because of the coronavirus right now. And if you do want to go to the movies, this may be the only freaking thing to watch. At least big, anyway. But you know what? Don't do it. Just stay home. Go see The Hunt. The hell. Screw it. Go see The Invisible Man again. This is very unfortunate. And from what I've heard, I'm not well versed on the Bloodshot comic book at all, but I think if you're a big, huge fan of the comic book, you're also, from what little I know of it, you're going to hate this movie too. Especially considering his look, his gray skinned, red eyed, circle on chest look, which is his look, kind of like the Hulk, green, tall, bulky, savagely ripped look is his look. But then Bloodshot character's look doesn't register in this movie at all. For what, 2 minutes? That's pretty messed up, I would say. So if you're a fan of the comic book, brace yourself. Or don't even bother.